Hey, thanks for watching. My name's Corey. I'm going to give you two very simple things you can do to enhance your podcast. Best part of all, it's not going to cost you anything. You don't have to change your setup. It's all about how you communicate. Two small things that make all the difference. And just why should you listen to me? Well, I have over a decade experience in radio. I'm on over a dozen stations across the country right now, communicating with over 3 million listeners on a weekly basis. And what I'm going to tell you is the same thing that I do and everybody else in my profession does every single day. When it comes to audio and your podcast, this is a very intimate form of communication because your listeners are inviting you into their personal space, whether it's their car while they're driving, maybe they're at the gym working out, maybe they're at their house. Wherever they are listening to you, they have invited you into their personal space. So this is a one-on-one connection. You are just talking to that one person. Yeah, obviously, ideally, and maybe you already have this, your podcast, you've got hundreds, thousands, millions of people listening to your podcast, but you're still talking to that one person. Once again, this is an intimate form of communication. Every time you talk into that microphone, you're talking to one person. Here's a great way to put that into perspective. So you're at a cocktail party. You don't know anybody there. So you're going up, you're introducing yourself to these other individuals. How do you introduce yourself? For me, hey, my name's Corey. Nice to meet you. You don't go up and say, hey, this is Corey. Hey, you guys, how you doing? This is Corey. You don't do that. And you're thinking, what are you talking about? So in your podcast, when you introduce yourself, you don't say, hey, this is Robert. This is Jeff. This is Sarah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking out my podcast. Hey, this is your boy Corey. Nice to meet you. Nobody does that. Well, you shouldn't do that. No. Hi, my name's Corey. Thank you for listening to my podcast. It is a one-on-one form of communication. So think of it that way every time you introduce yourself or talk about yourself on your podcast. Hey, my name's Corey. Not, hey, this is Corey. You don't do that when you shake somebody's hand and introduce yourself at a cocktail party. Same thing with your co-host. Hey, my name's Corey. This is Sarah. This is Jeff. Same exact concept. Simple, small change, but it makes all the difference. When you're communicating, which is what you're doing, you're engaging your audience. Make them feel like you're just talking to them. So the second point's building right off that first point. Remember, it's a one-on-one communication form. So say in your podcast, you're talking about the sports yesterday. Say you're talking about how the Patriots did not make it to the Super Bowl. I'm not a Patriots fan, so that's why I pointed them out. What you do is, hey, did you see that the Patriots did not make it to the Super Bowl yesterday? You use you. Remember, you're talking to one person. That's the best way to describe this and best way to remember it. You. Hey, don't you hate it when you get dumped before Valentine's Day? Has that ever happened to you? So I'm driving in the car, I'm listening to your podcast, and you say you. Well, I think you're talking to me. I feel that one-on-one connection. Just to recap, two simple things. Think of it this way. Anytime you introduce yourself, you talk about yourself, your co-host, remember you're at a cocktail party. How would you introduce yourself to somebody at a cocktail party or your friends or significant other at a cocktail party? And then every time you're referring to your listeners, say you. Don't say, hey, you guys, hey, you girls, hey, you moms, hey, you dads. Hey, do you have any kids? Because maybe this will relate to you. You'll understand what I'm talking about. You know, when they just don't clean up their room after you tell them 20 times. Two small things that make all the difference, though. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, these two small tips. I'm sure if you just give it some time, you will see the difference. It might be a little weird doing it at first, but trust me, after doing it a couple times, some practice, you'll do it second nature. You won't even think about it, and you will see results. You'll see better engagement from your listeners. This channel all about just helping you grow in making your podcast better. So if there's anything you want to know that can help enhance your podcast or make you better at communicating, just let me know. Post below. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. You can also find me online, Corey on Radio, Corey on Radio, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'll follow you back, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Until next time, thanks for watching. Oh, click subscribe if you haven't done it, and that bell so you get notifications when new videos pop up.